Hello, hi. Okay, good. So, welcome. I'm here today because I just want to tune in and I want to celebrate 2025. I'm a huge believer in the new year. I love the new year. It's my favorite holiday. New Year's Eve is my favorite holiday. It's so romantic. It's all about new beginnings, blank slates, and I love a blank slate. I love a new beginning. I love a second chance. I think that life is, and this is such a beautiful time for us to really celebrate and really honor where we like how far we've come and where we are. So I'm really excited. I just want to cover a few things first. If you're rewatching this and you're a someone who watches my channel, I just want to kind of update you on where I've been. I have I don't really talk about this, but I have voice issues. So that's why I haven't been very consistent. Whenever I get sick, I lose my voice for like weeks at a time. And it's very frustrating to lose your voice. I found out recently that I have vocal fold paralysis. So my vocal cords don't close properly. So I'm trying my best to heal from that and work on that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to have to kind of do what I can, and honor that. So this is really exciting. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome. I want to also focus more on the new year here. So if you have questions, you're welcome to ask them. I'm doing it for free. This is just for fun. We're getting hyped. We're getting excited for the new year. If you have any questions, you can ask them. But also, if you just want to focus on what's in store for you, what's next for you, what predictions you have. Hi, Ari. Welcome. Long time no see. Um, so I might not do this a long time because I have lost my voice recently and I just want to be sure to take good care of it. But I really missed being on here. So yeah, here I am. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for 2025. I'm so over 2024. It has been so rough. Oh my God. It has been so rough. But I am preparing for the new year. What about you? Are you excited for 2025? You kinda are. I don't know. I think it's like you either are or you're not. Nervous? Why? Why would you be nervous? You don't even know what's going to happen. Like you have no idea unless you have gotten predictions done and they haven't been so positive. But oh, yeah. I feel like yeah, but that's the thing about predictions is like they're not set in stone. It's like the reason we go to see psychics or get readings is because we want to be able to change something. We can have some power, over the situation. So hopefully like the knowledge that you got might help you prevent some of those things from happening. But yeah, man, I that sucks. So yeah, I mean, it's never fun to hear negative information. I don't know who you heard that from, but I hope that they gave you some takeaways of like what to do with those situations because my biggest pet peeve with certain psychics is that they'll give you like these like huge things are going to happen and then they don't actually tell you like how you can resolve it or navigate it. And that just drives me crazy because I feel like that's not the goal of a reading, it's to like actually feel better. It's to learn how to like deal with your struggles. So, yeah, that's that sucks though. It's going to be an intense I can feel that it's going to be an intense year, but I also feel like I don't know. My experience was so bleh. It's hard to feel grateful when you really just like I think back to my year and I think I was sick a lot of the year. I just had so much like drama and stuff and I'm just ready. I'm ready for like just to focus on something new, new beginnings, new energy, accepting that, welcoming that. It's exciting. So, I mean, it's in your name. You're an Aries, right? I feel like Aries is going to have such a unique year because the energy, especially with Mars in retrograde, like at this beginning of the year, oh my God, it's intense. Um, that's going into Cancer soon, but yeah, Aries being ruled by Mars. It's like your villain era. I've heard a lot of people talk about it like that, and I kind of like it, where you kind of just got to like focus on yourself and how much of a badass you are and kind of just like fight for what you want. Stop having to worry about everyone else. And I kind of like that feeling right now because I feel like, I don't know, I'm a recovering people pleaser. So that just feels very appealing, right? I don't know. Do you want to see what's in store for your new year or do you have any other questions? I kind of want to get started with the readings. Oh yeah, and also just to mention for anyone who's tuning in, I do offer personal readings. So if you want to go to my website, you can, zoethepsychic.com. If you like any of these things, Angus, welcome back. It's nice to see you. I love that you guys come back. I just feel so special. But I'm really excited about the new year. How about you? Um, Yeah, but as I was saying, you guys are welcome to book a reading with me if you want to, go into it more. And that's just for anyone who tunes in afterwards. Um, if you missed this live, I'm going to try to do them more consistently, but my voice is very unreliable. So I just have not been able to schedule them like I want to. Yes, 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 yes. I am so excited for the new year. I'm like, oh, can we just like have it? Can we just like get it over with? Let's do this. Let's do this. I just want change and I'm ready. I'm ready. So, I was doing a life audit where I was looking like reflecting on my year, like auditing the different areas of my life and I felt so depressed looking at them because I realized I just have not met my potential, And I feel like there are so many things we set out to do in the beginning of the year. And if we don't really have a structure or plan to implement them, sometimes we forget about them. So that's something I want to change. But yeah, I'm so excited. Oh my God. Happy Yule. I'm sure there is, although I don't know. Yeah. I That's definitely a resolution for the new year for me personally is like I used to speak French fluently and I want to find like a conversation group and keep talking because I'm just losing it. I don't know and it's kind of depressing. I don't know if you speak any other languages. There's got to be a French saying for everything. I love it when certain languages have specific words that only that language has and I think it's exciting. Oh, yeah. Well, that's not a bad thing, I guess. There's got to be a time and place for it, you know? Um, yeah. So, do you want to see what's in store for you in the new year? I can ask the cards. Hi, Aisha. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, a new business on the mind. That's so exciting. Well, it's if it's on the mind, now you just have to like make it happen, right? Welcome, welcome, Vigi. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Yes, so Aisha wants to ask a question. What's your question, Aisha? I will just start taking questions, but I'm also offering like just if you want to see what's in store for the new year, I will look into that as well. These are just mini readings. Whoever asks me a question first, I'll like answer it. I'll do my best anyway. Hi, Kelsey. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Okay, Aisha. Zaid, I hope I'm saying that right. Um, what are his feelings for me as we are meeting next month in person for the first time? That is so exciting. I'm so hyped for you. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I feel like this is meant to be. There's already a very divine connection with this person. Interesting. This feels like a spiritual thing. There is going to be a strong attraction. I feel like it's already there though. This intense attraction, I feel like they're going to be very attracted, very like drawn to you. There's a sense of magnetism, you know? And I feel like this is not yeah, it feels very intense. It feels very like spiritual, like on another level. Um I just feel like this is not the time to like follow the rules. When this card is reversed, it tells me that this is about going against the grain. It feels like you're not going to have to, you might want to be good and try to do things the right way, but it feels like that's going to be very hard. Almost like you want to skip certain steps. You know, like when someone gets into a relationship and they just want to like skip, they want to like skip to the end. They don't actually like just slow down and enjoy it. This makes so much sense. I got to tell you because this is the marriage card and I just feel like this is not going to be your normal marriage. It feels very like out of the ordinary is what I'm trying to get. I just feel like this is very like un it's like it's going against the grain. It feels very like intense. That's like the only way I'm feeling that energy, just this intensity. I do feel like there's a lot you're not seeing. With the moon, there's secrets, okay? There is like this shadow side to the situation you are not seeing. And I think you really need to be on your guard about this because this attraction will swallow you up, okay? With the moon, it's like there is so much you don't know. And I think you need to be informed before you make any kind of decision about this. I got to say, because I also feel like you're still kind of healing. There's so much you're healing from. And in a way, like you don't want to jump into something too quickly, but I feel like that's going to be really hard. It's almost like the energies are pulling you closer. Did you say secrets about him or healing from him? What do you mean? because I just feel like this is it's almost like on your end, you're trying really hard to like move on from something else. Like your life is still kind of you're trying to heal. And I just feel like this is all like it's not too soon, but it feels like you may not be ready. The secrets, I feel like there is it's more like just his side of the situation. There are things he's not telling you. And I feel like you need to listen to your gut. You know, you need to listen to your intuition here because you have to be sure like there's a strong attraction, but you have to be sure it's what you want. Like it has to be what you really need. You know what I mean? Because it feels like he's keeping things veiled. It's like a veil on his end. It's almost like a curtain. And he may seem like he's being very out there, but there is stuff you won't know. And you need to be aware of this. Yeah. Um so I'm going to stop there because these are mini readings and I want to move on. But I really wish you the best with this. And I think this is something you really need to, you know, slow down, think, and also just trust yourself a little bit here because it's hard to trust your emotions. Okay. So that's the energy I'm getting. But overall, this is like very intense, spiritual, beautiful. Yeah. Um, let's see if I have any advice. Interesting. I feel like you might have to take the reins. This reminds me kind of like you might have to be it's almost like they're expecting you to be like the goody two shoes, like the good one, the one who's kind of pure and the angel. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like you have to kind of be not bad, but like go after what you want, even if it hurts other people's feelings. Okay. This is not about pleasing another person. Don't let yourself like be taken advantage of, you know? I feel like you have to remain in your power here. And I feel like you do have a lot more control than you might realize in the situation. So just, you know, be the queen that you are, okay? That's the energy I'm getting here. Is just you have so much power and you are like the goddess in this situation. I do think you need to like I said, just trust your intuition. I think that this person there's a strong attraction. It could be beautiful, but make sure you learn what he's hiding. Learn the secrets. Learn be more aware, okay? That's all. I don't see it being like a terrible situation, you know? Yeah. And if you want to know more, you're welcome to book a reading with me. So, thank you so much. All right, who's next? Welcome, Miss Ba. Thank you so much for checking in on me. It's so nice to see you. That made my day. I'm good. I found out I have vocal paralysis, so my vocal cords aren't working properly, and so it's been tough for me to make content. But I'm working on it, and I'm so grateful that you were here. Yes, you can go next, guys. Miss Ba is amazing. I've been sick and she has been checking in on me and it's been so kind. So I'm going to give her a reading first because I just like I'm so grateful. Okay. Um feeling okay. So they have feelings for you. Okay. Interesting. I feel like this person is just has a lot to learn from you. For some reason, I'm not getting like feelings, like lovey-dovey feelings. It's more like they're just grateful for you. It's interesting. I'm hearing like gratitude, like thank you for teaching me. Thank you for this lesson. Interesting. I just feel like they can't really get out of their own way. I'm sensing a lot of like stress, anxiety, overthinking. There's just so much overthinking in the situation, and it's like their own stress is or thoughts are actually holding them back from being able to feel things, from being able to express things. Yeah, so I don't see them having, like, romantic feelings, but I do see them feeling, like, very tied to you spiritually. There's a karmic connection here, but it's not necessarily romantic. So that's what I wanna, say there. With the Knight of Swords reversed, I feel like this person is still I wouldn't say maturing, but I feel like they just are not in a place to be in love. It's like their life isn't set up that way, you know? I just see them being very isolated. I almost see like the not the bachelor lifestyle, but them just like kind of like living for themselves. It's not like they have room in their heart right now, but I do see a lot of gratitude. There is definitely a connection. It's just not a romantic one. Um yeah, it feels like, like your life has to be in a place where you can accept love and welcome it. And it feels like this person has they're not in the right place. They are in like this kind of a dark they're overthinking things. Their thought process is not good. I see them isolating themselves a little bit from you. It feels like I know you said no contact, but it just feels like they want to do things on their own. It feels like not a partnership kind of it feels like what someone would want when they want to do things their own way on their own. There's a lot of like stubborn energy coming through. But I also see some anger, some feelings like, but it's like they don't know where it stems from. So this person has a lot to work through. It's interesting. Okay, let's see. Next actions. Okay, I will do that for you. Oh, interesting. I feel like you're going to have to let this play out. It feels like this is like a dark, kind of like a darkness over the situation, and you're going to have to just feel through it. It feels like you can't make things change, you can't make things happen. I do see that there are different points of views, different perspectives. I feel like you both have very different perspectives on the situation, which is making it really hard for you to clash. It's like you're both your own main characters in the story. So you both have like these different ideas of how the situation went down. I'm seeing your story being very like they're seeing it one way and you're seeing it another way. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like you both are main characters in your story, and it feels like you're just seeing it differently. Let me see if I can give you some advice about this situation. I love this card. Be honest with yourself. I think this is perfect because I feel like you're holding on to this situation when you know that you have so much to offer. I feel like there is so much that you have, but in a way, you're kind of limiting yourself here. And I think it's really important for you to get real with yourself, not just honest, but like really clear with yourself about what you want. and where you're at. It's really important for you also to be able to see each other's points of views in order for you to move forward. Um, hmm, Tuesday. When I was shuffling these cards, I was contemplating like whether you're going to hear back from this person or not. And I did get on Tuesday. So you might get some kind of sign from this person on Tuesday. Tuesday seems to be a important day. Um, but yeah, this is the energy I'm getting. It does look like this is just a situation you're just gonna have to be very real and very honest, and you can't like cling to this. It feels like you are like this beautiful soul, and while there's always going to be a connection to this person, it feels like this is a dark time, and you might be able to move forward again, but this is not the time for that, you know? Um, yeah. Well, I wish I had more positive, like, advice for this particular situation, but I also think it's important to be able to recognize that, like, this is the way it is, and yeah. Zoe, thank you so much. You have such a sweet soul. I hope so. I wish you were like a sorceress so you could, like, make me never sick. You're not random. I really do appreciate you like checking in. That was very sweet of you, and I really wish you nothing but the best in the situation. I feel like you have so much that awaits you afterwards. Outside of that bubble that you're in. All right. I did see Kelsey. Kelsey, are you still there? Hi, Nat Nat. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Miss Ba. Okay, so Kelsey, okay, may I know what Jay's feelings are towards me? I love how we're getting like I feel like this is a collective thing. People are really focused today on the feelings of for another person. All right. Welcome back, Ari. Okay, so we're gonna answer Kelsey's question first, and then whatever I see pops up that I'm drawn to when I am done with the question, I will get to it. So I apologize if I skip you. I'm just doing my best to keep up with everything. Okay, here we go. I'm sensing like a past with Jay. I feel like there was something really strong going on because I'm getting the you were the best thing in my life. I feel like this person is someone who has a very strong connection with you already. Um and I feel like as far as the healer goes, this is telling me that this is something where you both are kind of healing from a situation. Maybe you're on the mend. Like I'm seeing a situation where things are on the mend, where things might feel like there were cracks and tears in it. It's interesting. I feel like something broken is being mended. And this might be a past life situation as well, if that resonates more. But this is a serious time for this connection. I feel like this person really does care about you. Yeah. But I feel like there's a lot of like energy of, healing and regrets of things like maybe I just feel like it's not the end of your story. I do feel like this is not it wasn't like just an everyday thing. This feels very special. This feels like very intense. So it makes sense that you both cared about each other, but it's almost like you're trying to kind of put the pieces back together now, and it's never going to look the same way again. I do feel like, let's see. I see you waiting a long time if you want to be with this person. I feel like this is going to require a lot of patience from you. And unfortunately, I feel like you are kind of in a place where you're no longer like wanting to wait around somebody else. It feels like you want to take that power for yourself. I'm getting with the 10 of cups reversed. This is like a happily ever after gone wrong, I would say. It feels like there's so much appreciation, but it's almost like that time has passed, and it feels like you would be waiting on this other person. It's like you'd have to be extremely patient, you'd have to be keep things extremely balanced and, you know and the Temperance card also tells me that this is a time for healing. Yeah, I feel like you'd have to wait a really long time if you wanna be with this person because they're healing and you're healing, and it feels like things are not aligning. It feels like things are just not where they're supposed to be with this matchup with this person, Jay. And I feel like there's a lot of dwelling on the past with 6 of cups reversed, a lot of dwelling on like memories as opposed to what's now. This feels like kind of like a memory, this whole reading. It feels like there's this melancholy, this thinking of what was, but it's not about the now. And I think that's the wake up call you need is that this is you're going to have to wait a long time if you want this to work. And that could be yeah, it's going to require a lot of patience. Now, that doesn't mean that it's doomed, but I just feel like you'd have to wait on this person. I can check with that. Normally, I'd only answer one question, but I will do this. Actually, let's see. I see you reconnecting with them in the summer. Um, so I'm getting that as well. So I feel like, but does that mean that everything will be okay at that time? Probably not. It feels like you're going to like run into them or connect with them, but not necessarily for good. So it all depends on how patient you are. And I think that it's hard to hear because if you really want something to work, but it takes two to tango. It takes two people, and this person is not like they're in their own cycle right now, you know? So that's what I'm gonna stop with. But thank you for reaching out. Summer is a good time to meet someone. Yeah. Good luck with that, Kelsey, okay? All right. Ari, what okay, wait. Would working um at Subway be enough for me to become financially stable? and move to Nevada, or would I need a job that pays more in order to move to Nevada next year? Okay. Your questions are always so specific. I like that. And I like that it gives me like not like a challenge, but it feels a little different than what I usually get. So I like that. Okay. I feel like you could move to Nevada either way, but it would be like scrounging for scraps almost. Like you would have to live in a really like difficult place for a while. And the thing is I'm getting that that's actually not that bad to you. For some reason, I feel like you are very good at being not frugal, maybe frugal or not spending if you don't have to in order to get to the place you want to get. But I do think that it would be better for you to have a job that pays more, but it is doable. That's what I want to say. Like it's doable. I feel like you might have to kind of like give up a bunch of stuff though, and some stability to do it. I'm not talking about saving money. I think it's more like I feel like you could eat noodles for a week if you had to, if you didn't get paid enough money on your paycheck. Does that make sense? Like I feel like you're good at making do with what you have, and it doesn't mean that you don't want more, but I just feel like you're not there have been times in your life where you've probably felt like you kind of have to be in survival mode. And I feel like this is something that is doable for you, right? You're capable of cutting back on something in order to achieve like what you want. Yeah. I do think saving up would be a good thing. I feel like the position you're in, having as much money as possible would be a good thing. So I think that, picking something like based on the cards, I think that picking something more stable is probably going to be a good thing, but it's not impossible. Okay. Like that's what I want to try to explain. Does that make sense? Like sometimes when we're trying to like save up for something or we're trying to complete a goal, we have to put some things on hold or we have to put like we can't afford to do certain things all the time. And I feel like that's the kind of energy I'm getting is like you could, but you'd have to give up, like you'd have to like stop doing certain activities or certain things. You wouldn't be able to have as many things that you would normally like in order to achieve that goal. And a lot of us do this for like if we want to travel, we have to like work really hard and save up our paychecks, but also like, cut back on doing things that are super expensive. Like it's kind of like that. I feel like you are someone who's really good at being resourceful. That's the sense I'm getting here. So I feel like it's kind of like if you really want it, you can do it, you know? But do you want to have to go through like that? So that's the energy I'm getting for that question. Also, Las Vegas is cool. Yeah. I just feel like your lifestyle, there's also like, I do realize that you're at a point in your life where you've gotten past a lot of that kind of survival mode. It feels like you might have to give up on certain things that are like more luxurious, like what people would consider luxuries, and you have to decide if that's what you're okay with. But yeah. Okay. Well, good luck with your move. I hope that works out and I'm excited for you. Okay. I see you, Muniza. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Muniza. I'm divorced. What's coming towards me? This is exciting. I this is a very general question, so I'm just going to see whatever comes up for you because like if you wanted it to be in particular about like love or something in general, like that would be different. But we're going to just see what the cards have to say, what the universe has in store for you. I love how I was talking about love and we have the heart. So yeah, I do see love coming into your life very soon actually. This feels like a soulmate energy, this person. It's like it's almost like you want to fight it, but it's almost like it's just I mean it just feels impossible. Like there your heart, I see it meeting another heart that it connects with. I also feel like you're going to have to make a major sacrifice. I'm seeing you needing to, in order to reach what you want, I feel like there's a major sacrifice you're going to have to make when it comes to career and ambition. It feels like there's something you're working towards. You might have to like decide not to do that. It feels like um, you might have to give up a position or some kind of achievement in order to be happy or achieve what you want to achieve in life. You'll be forced to do that. Interesting. Now, I don't usually give readings about health because I'm not a professional. I don't talk about health, but I do feel like a major theme for you next year is health and healing and recovery for some reason. I'm getting the word recovery. So it feels like this is going to be a time for you where you might have to give up on like this kind of like go-getter mindset. You might be very like goal oriented, but this is a time when you're going to have to kind of give up some things in order to focus on healing and focus on your health. Oh, well, I just feel like you can't, yeah. I mean, but this is about you, not about the people in the school, just to be clear. Yeah. I'm seeing like a recovery period. Now, this could just be recovering from your divorce. It's a lot, but I feel like this is a time for you to really like kind of learn to like chill. I feel like you're carrying a lot on like from other people. This is a time to kind of like let go of certain things that you may have felt like you were working towards, but you realize that what you really need is to take care of yourself. So I'm just seeing a lot of healing, recovery, and love, finding love. That's the energy I'm getting. Hi, Gabby. Welcome, 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 everyone. Hi, Whitney. Okay. Yeah. I just feel like this is your time to like focus on you now, heal. This is like you're recovering. You need to like slow down. And I just feel like you were kind of in like this, like where you kind of sacrificed yourself, or you might have to sacrifice things that you really wanted. This kind of like combination tends to come up when people a lot of the time when like say women have sacrificed something that was really important to them because they got pregnant, like they were in school or they were at work and they had to stop doing those things because of that. So that could be a message here. But what I'm really getting is that you're going to have to slow down and really focus on what you want. How can you heal your heart and how can you accept this new love into your life? So I'm very excited for you because I think that this energy is very positive, even if it may not feel that way at first. Let me see if I can get any other influences. This person that I'm seeing, they could be a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. And I'm getting that they have money. Like they have a lot of money, which is nice. That's great. Yep, I see that coming soon. Let me see if I can get any kind of time. This wasn't very useful, but I got on a sunny day. So you're going to meet them on a sunny day. Yeah. I think that this is important because I feel like while you're recovering, when you're finally letting other things like fall away, like ambitions, this kind of like this need to like be on all the time, when you're finally like recovering and no longer needing to do that and you can finally focus on yourself. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's true. No, that's why I couldn't live in the UK. I need sun. I'm a flower. Um, but yeah, when you are recovering, I just feel like this is going to be when you can finally allow other people into your life. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited for you. Okay. And you're always welcome to book a reading with me if you want to dive deeper into that person or what else is out there. But I'm going to move forward. So thank you, Muniza. Good luck with that. All right. Let's see who is next. I'm seeing. Ooh, Nat. That's a great question. I've been hoping someone would ask me about 2025 because I am feeling that vibe. So, are you still there? I pick at random when I'm done with a reading, I go in and I just pick whatever pops out at me. So, I apologize if I skip some people. That's just the energy here. Okay, so 2025 messages. I feel like with the vision card, there's some extreme psychic energy coming through for you. I feel like this is a time of next year where there's going to be a lot of like tapping into your like psychic energy, your third eye energy, and really connecting with that because I feel like you're a very intuitive person. This is a deeply intuitive year for you. A lot of things to look forward to. Oh, thanks, Infinity. I will get to you as soon as I'm done with Nat. Okay, I prioritize people who donate, so thank you. Um, just yeah. Okay. So I feel like this is a time for you to really, really connect to that and really like level it up. I feel like you've always been kind of intuitive, deeply connected, and I'm getting that you're finally kind of like really owning it this year. I'm seeing main character energy. I feel like a lot of the energy is going to be surrounding you. This is the year of you, the year of Nat. And I feel like this is the time for you to really expand your awareness, expand your viewpoints. I'm getting a lot of different characters coming into your life, kind of like, but you really owning your energy this year. Okay. I don't know if you have a dog, but I feel like there's a dog coming through, so you might be getting a dog, getting like a puppy or something. I feel like there's and dogs also, they are about loyalty and friendship. I feel like this is going to be a time where you're going to have like a really amazing friend. Um, and I just feel like this is your time of the year to really shine and just to like, I feel like this is about also building your friend group. So yeah, I actually feel like one friend is really has your back. This person wants to protect you. This person wants to like be your friend. And I see friendships strengthening. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. Um, do you know what? I just got this song in my head. These boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. I don't know why, but I feel like that energy is coming through of like you're like kind of like you're no longer putting up with other people who are going to treat you poorly. It feels like you're just ready to like walk walk all over them. It's interesting. And I just feel like this is also the time for you to hustle because if you want to like achieve your goals, achieve your dreams, it's completely doable for you this year. Like this is a time when you'll have that energy at your fingertips and it's kind of like you're able to conquer the world. So I see that. I also feel like this is the time when you're going to start to realize that there is somebody in your life that's very close to you that is not someone you can depend on. Like the things that they keep saying to you may not hold any weight anymore because they're not really reliable. And I think that person is someone that's really going to stand out to you this year and that you're going to have to let go of. Um, so that's the only like really negative thing I'm seeing. Like I said, main character energy. This is like a beautiful time for you. I'm excited. I see a lot of there's Capricorn, Aquarius energy. It could be a Capricorn Aquarius, so Capricornus, um, and Sagittarius, and yeah, a lot of Capricorn energy. But I'm also getting like professional energy, like career energy. So this is not really the year of love for you. Doesn't mean you won't find that, but I feel like a lot of the love will come in the form of really powerful friendships and loyalty. And a lot of it will have to do with your career and aspirations and like achieving what you want to achieve. And I feel like you could definitely be a psychic. That could be something you do, a tarot reader or something, because there's that energy there. It's exciting. Wow, thank you guys. Thank you, Fifi. Okay, I'm going in order. So with the donations. So I'm gonna start with Infinity and then Whitney and then Fifi. And thank you, Nat Nat. I really appreciate this. Okay, Infinity. That is such an interesting way of like receiving visions and receiving information from the universe. So I would trust those. Like write it down, dream journal. It's exciting. Okay, Infinity. I'm going to move forward now. Thank you, Nat Nat. Okay, I'd love to know if the person I like is single. Ooh, let's see. I'm just trying to decide what kind of card deck. I have all my card decks out here on the table beside me. So, okay. Infinity. Interesting. I do see them being single, but I feel like their heart is still healing. It's interesting because I feel like they're still waiting on someone else. Yeah, I feel like they're still kind of like they're officially broken up, but I just feel like they're waiting on someone else. It feels like they're lingering. It's almost like they are still trying to be patient and wait for someone else to see them. Interesting. The 3 of Swords reverse is telling me that this is like it's almost like their heart is still really focused on someone, but I don't see them being with someone, like in a relationship, single. So the answer is yes, they're single, but no, I don't see them being in a place emotionally where they might be ready for a relationship with someone else. It feels like they're holding on to hope. And I feel like, yeah, yeah. I mean, it definitely could change. Um, well, that could definitely make sense then. I guess that's definitely in your favor because I just feel like this person's kind of waiting, you know? But I see them as single, but they're waiting on someone else. So, yeah, that could definitely be you then. How convenient, right? Yeah. It's interesting because the Empress energy that I'm getting reversed, it's almost like there's a lack of care going on. Like they don't really care about it's interesting. It's like it's contradicting. That's why it's so hard for me to be so forward about it because I feel like in on one hand they're waiting, but at the same time they're trying not to care. I don't know. That's the energy I'm getting. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Infinity. All right, so next we have Whitney. Yes, Whitney. Are you still there, Whitney? I'm going in order, guys. So remember, if you donate, you will be prioritized. But I will, when I am done with those, I will go back to kind of going based on my intuition. Okay, Whitney. So let's see. Will I fall in love in 2025? Aries Sun. Ooh, I love questions like this. It's exciting. Oh no. Did I mix up my cards? Well, that's great. Um, okay. Give me 1 second. Just making sure these are all right side up. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. This is definitely going to be an emotional year for you. Let me try to narrow this down for you. I see like a lot of like depth, a lot of emotion, a lot of healing. Okay. I don't see you having like the love of your life in 2025. I see you trying to apologize to somebody in the that you were dating or that you did love. It feels like there's someone you're still stuck on. I feel like there's ruminating coming through, and it's stopping you from really finding new love, from really like growing. It's interesting. Interesting. I actually see you feeling like you need to just like take a break from a relationship. I know this is not what you asked, but the cards are kind of overriding it. It feels like this message of like you have a lot of healing to do. There is somebody that you try to apologize to, or you feel like you have to explain yourself to. And I'm seeing that you feeling the need to like take a break from the situation. Interesting. Let me see if I can find more. The cards are just being very, they're just telling me this different scenario. It feels like things are not right. And I just feel like you have to, there are consequences to past decisions you've made in love that are getting in the way of you being able to find love. Now, when these things are healed, then I can see new love coming in. But before that, it feels like there's a lot of unfinished business. I feel like I'm seeing a relationship where you were not treated properly or you were not honored. There seems to be injustice where feelings kind of shifted and you felt like you couldn't fully love. It's interesting, but I'm not seeing anything new because I feel like the cards are just really speaking to me this way. And you won't be able to until you're able to like heal from the situation, find a way to accept it. I feel like karma is coming true a lot for you next year when it comes to love. Interesting. Does this resonate with you at all, Whitney? Because I feel extremely like I asked it one thing, but the cards are just like yelling at me to say this. Yeah. Okay. Cause this, I'm like, I was going crazy. This feels like very intense. Like you're not going, I feel like you could definitely fall in love, but this is not over. There is so much here. And I can't get past it. The cards are like, I keep asking the cards and they're just like telling me about this situation. So, okay, I'm not crazy. So, I feel like let's try to focus a little more on like how to like move out of the situation if that's okay with you. Because that way you can find love and move forward. You shouldn't be holding on to this kind of energy in 2025. I mean, that's a lot. I love this. The throne, your potential is endless. And I feel like this is just about like, you know, recognizing that in yourself. I don't know exactly the ins and outs of your toxic relationship, but I do feel like your self esteem has taken such a huge hit. It feels like insecurities are still really present within you. And I feel like this person did a number on you. Okay. It feels like it's almost like you're being punished, like they're punishing you. It might feel that way because when Emmett comes up reversed, it's about an injustice being like fulfill. It's being like there are consequences coming up from it, you know? I'm seeing you trying to apologize to this person so many times or feeling like you're trying to explain, but they don't accept your apology or they don't want to hear you out. And I'm seeing with the aspirant reverse that it feels like your love almost it had to like, you had to switch it off, like emotionally detach yourself a little bit here. Hmm. Interesting. All right. Let's try to see if there's anything else we can do about the situation so we can move forward. Because I feel like that throne card wasn't enough. Okay. Automatically, I'm seeing this is the time for you. I feel like this is your journey. You know, like your what is it called? There's a word for it, but it feels like this is your kind of quest in life, your ordeal. So I get the hermit. Okay. I feel like this is the time for you to really go within and focus on yourself. Okay. Focusing on other people, focusing on these like things and like problems and drama. This is about loving yourself because I feel like you were giving so much of yourself away. There's an imbalance here, you know? It felt like a kind of a it feels like you're trying to help people or give so much. You're such a giver, but you're not getting the same in return. And I feel like that's something you need to heal. You need to be able to partake in being treated more like an equal, you know? And this is such a powerful card because the artist is a reminder that you have such a unique power to really like you have so much control over your life. Does that make sense, Whitney? Um, I want to make sure. Thank you so much, Nat Nat. I will get to you after let me just make sure. Yeah, after Fifi. And Maru, thank you so much. I will get back to you after Nat Nat, okay? Okay. Okay, Whitney. So I just feel like this is the time where you really need to like focus on that. Focus on your own path because this is enough giving away your heart and soul, your energy to other people. You need to do something for you, you know, find your way alone. You have been so dependent, maybe not even by choice. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a very strong compliment. But I really do think that this is your era to like be by yourself and really really learn to love yourself. Because what's going to happen is if you end up in another relationship right now, I see you just falling into these patterns. There's like a pattern that you have and I feel like you need to be able to give yourself all of that before you can give anyone else that. I'm seeing you feeling like depleted, like almost like you've given up your love, your cup, you know? You got to fill your own cup, your own love bucket before you can fill other people's love buckets. Okay? Okay. I'm going to stop there because I have other people that are in line, but I really, really wish you the best. And thank you for clarifying. Um, yeah, but this is going to be a powerful year for you, you know? And you're always welcome to book a reading with me if you want to on my website, zoethepsychic.com. All right, moving forward. Okay. Fifi, are you still there? I know it's been a while. Um, I want to make sure you're still there before I mean, I guess I'll give it a second. Hi, Zoe. I love your channel and messages. Ah, that's so sweet. I would like to know my 2025 energy reading. Yay. I love that. Okay. I'm going to just take some tea real quick while I wait. Yay, you're here. Okay, one second. Let me just drink this. Okay. All right. Welcome. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Okay. Um, you want to know your 2025 energy. I'm so hyped for this. I love 2025. I can't wait for it. So I feel you. Okay. So after Fifi, we'll go to Nat Nat again and Meru after that. And then remember, donations are prioritized and I go in order. But just saying this real quick. But if you do want a reading afterwards, I will pick whatever I see come up, whatever question intuitively. So whoever asks it, yeah. Thank you guys so much. Okay. All right. This is going to be a very emotional year for you as well, Fifi. I feel like your community is really going to play a huge part. I see you meeting like kind of like found family vibes, you know, where you find the people that really mean the most to you, that are like family to you. I see you being like, I don't know why, but I'm seeing like a lot of volunteer work. There's a lot of like charity energy or volunteer work. It feels like I'm seeing a lot of people coming together and just like giving back. Interesting. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but that's something coming through. Ooh, this is a time. This is the year where you experiment. I feel like you're going against the grain, but also where you kind of come back to your roots. I feel like you may have kind of gone on this journey of like not rebellion, but you didn't want to fit in. And it's almost like this is the year where you kind of figure out who you are and try to find that balance between your origins, like your roots, and your like unique identity or essence. You know, it feels like you're authentic, like a very authentic existence coming through. So I feel like that's a major theme for you is experimenting, but also like kind of like finally getting the answers you need to be authentic, to live your best life. I feel like always kind of been like the black sheep of the family, or you don't necessarily go with the crowd, with the flow. It feels like you have so much emotion and expression. I'm seeing you expressing yourself in really unique ways. I don't know. I don't know you, but I'm getting like Do you wear weird outfits? Not weird outfits, like unique outfits. It feels like you are someone who expresses yourself maybe through art, through fashion. It just feels like there's some kind of self-expression going on that I see really reaching a peak this year. Interesting. All right, let's see what the tarot cards have to say. All right. I heard cancel culture. Like almost like you're trying to find your voice, but I feel like the things you say is not necessarily what other people like to hear. You're very good at like speaking about the things that you are thinking about, or like you don't necessarily share a lot of the same opinions as the rest of society. So I feel like you can offend people. I'm getting you like offending people. Um but at the same time you're remaining true to you. You know? It's like you're expressing yourself even if it hurts people's feelings as long as it's true to you. And I think you've come a very long way. And this year is going to be a year of intense emotion. Okay. Lots of expression, lots of speaking out, lots of finding your voice, but also like understanding where you come from. And I just feel like you've never fully found that place until now. I'm getting that like this year isn't going to be at all what you expect. I feel like there is going to be a lot of hardship, okay? That's normal. Life has its ups and downs, but I feel like you are going to go through so much this year that is going to like shape you into who you are. Like if you thought you were unique now, I feel like you're going to be like your voice is and self-expression is going to be so strong. I see art. I don't know why, but I see you like making art, like really expressing yourself externally. It just keeps coming through. And I feel like it's going to reflect a lot of the things that you've been through. Um, and it's really unique, you know? I see, I don't know if you're hiking. I feel like there's like an area near the mountains. I'm seeing you near the mountains, um, traveling. It feels like there's a lot of nature around you, but I'm getting mountains. I also feel like it's like you can only go up from here. You know, like you can't get any lower. It feels like no matter what your life is like getting better and better this year. It feels like you're leveling up, you're going up. It just means that like anything you are going through, you can overcome. Like you have the power to overcome. So I don't want you to feel like when I'm saying like you're going to feel disappointed and cancel culture, it's more like you're coming into your voice, you're coming into your truth, and it might rub people the wrong way, okay? Because some of the most brilliant people in the world are very polarizing, but also very magnetic. And it's about finding the right people, the people that are a part of your community, the people that love you, the people that support you. That's the type of people you're going to really connect with this year, as opposed to your haters or people who like don't want to connect with you or who don't get you, you know? So I do see this kind of energy of like needing to be on top of the world, needing to kind of be above certain people. But I do feel like you're on the road to success. Okay. This is like kind of like a transition year for you where you are really just coming into your own. I do see Yeah, I just see you overcoming so much. I feel like there's an eagle. I'm getting like an eagle. I'm getting this need to like be kind of like a symbol. Interesting. I just got that you're like, I don't know if you're getting a new car or something, but I'm seeing you riding in a really pretty car. I know that's random, but I feel like you could be getting a new car or something really interesting. So there's going to be this temptation to want to lower your standards for other people. Keep them high, okay? Stay true to who you are, and everything's going to work out. And I feel like you're the kind of person that has a really good eye for red flags. Like you read people really well. So that's going to come in handy because you're going to be able to weed out the people who aren't there for you and who aren't going to be the best to serve you, and you're going to be able to celebrate the people who are there for you and the people who make sense for you. And I'm actually getting um Sagittarius. I also am getting Gemini and Cancer. So that might come in handy to know. This could be people's sun, moon, or rising sign. But also, I'm getting a lot of travel. Um, so, yeah, traveling long distance. I feel like there's going to be like it's your journey. That's the word I was looking for. Your journey. If you hear sneezing, it's because my boyfriend's sick in the other room. I apologize for distraction. Um, but yeah, that's the energy I'm getting. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry that there weren't a lot of external things that I spoke about, but this is like such a unique year for you. I don't know. Don't be afraid to like speak your truth and be authentic because you're going to attract the people that are meant to hear what you want to say, you know? Yeah, interesting. Okay. Thank you, Fifi. And if you want to dive deeper, you're also welcome to book a reading with me. Um, that's a thing too. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm excited for your year. Thank you. Yeah. Okie dokie. Who's next? Nat Nat, are you still there? Okay. Cool. All right. Is my ex-husband that the unreliable person you saw? Let us see. Hmm. I'm contemplating what deck I want to use. Okay. I'm seeing this person is someone who wants to be in a romantic relationship with you. I feel like this person I see this person expressing their love. So give me a second. I'm going to I'm going to like dive deeper, but I just want to start with that. This person is definitely a romantic person that I see being unreliable. So be careful about the relationships that you enter into. But let me see. Interesting. It feels like there's definitely a lack of compatibility. Like, it's like this person is from 2 different worlds. I'm gonna tell you I'm going to go ahead and just give you, like, a letter to their name. Maybe that will help you understand who it will be. Okay, I'm seeing L, and I'm also seeing TH. Interesting. This person is also in Aries or a Libra or a Taurus. I'm actually getting a lot of Taurus vibes. So this could definitely be somebody that meets those signs. So I'm sure you know um your husband's zodiac signs, but I definitely see this person being someone you get involved with romantically. So, but it's not giving me specifically like through the cards whether this is your ex. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's also it could represent the sun, moon, or rising sign. Um, but yeah, let me see if I can look deeper at what, like in what area he would be unreliable for you. I feel like that might be more helpful. Yeah. Have you looked at his natal chart, or I don't know if that's something that a lot of people don't do, but ooh. Were you sharing a dog with your husband? Okay. I keep seeing dog. Like, I feel like I don't know if it's like you have joint custody over this dog, but there is definitely something about a dog when it comes to him being unreliable. Like, you can't count on him or something like that. Um, but it also could be disloyalty. I'm getting like not being loyal, not being because that's also what dogs represent symbolically. Um, so that could definitely be it. I feel like I mean, that's the energy I'm getting as far as like if we try to get more specific about it. Yeah. I feel like there's a strong ego coming from this person. Like they like to flaunt their not their wealth necessarily, but like there's like a boasting energy. Like they think they're bigger than they are. Or they think they have more. Let's see. Because it's weird because I feel like what I'm getting, to be honest, is I can definitely see that person being someone unreliable for you, but I definitely see like a newer relationship, someone you have feelings for, um, not turning out to be very reliable. Um, and it feels like that's something you need to be aware of. Yeah. So you could have multiple people that are unreliable in your life. He could definitely be one of them. But what I'm getting is there's a romantic person, someone who has expressed their love to you, someone who wants to like give you things. But I feel like they're not reliable. You can't depend on this person. So this is more like kind of like a warning of just to be wary of that and remember that this is the year of friendship, right? Trying to like focus a lot on friends, trying to take care of those relationships, nurture those. And I feel like those people in your life are going to be the ones to see it before you do. I also see someone's mom not liking you. I don't know if it's like it feels like there's like a romantic partner and their mom doesn't like you. Like they just have trouble accepting you. So as far as that goes, that's the only like real negative energy I'm getting. I feel like your reading was overall very positive. But as far as what I can see about like the person not being reliable, I just see like this relationship, somebody you have feelings for, they have feelings for you, not being someone you can depend on. And you needing to rely on your friends, rely on the people who you really trust and who have your back. And as far as this dog goes, I don't know. He's somewhere in the mix of that. So just, it could also be you don't want to leave your dog with this person. I'm trying to make sense of these cards, but it's such a weird kind of it's hard for me to interpret that part. Um, but interesting though. Um, oh, thank you, Shara. I will be doing Maru first before, and then I'll do you, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Oh, well, that's good. I keep seeing like a long distance friend as well. So somebody who, yeah, like somebody who lives far away, but you have kept in touch with, or you keep in touch with. This person is very special. I see them being very powerful, very special for you. So it's interesting. Um, but like I said, this is the year for you to like create these really vibrant, exciting, friendships and people, and it's going to be exciting. So I wouldn't, I don't want you to think like, oh my God, like this person, I can't trust anyone. That's not the case at all. Like, not at all. This is just this one person who probably is full of shit, but they that doesn't mean that they don't care about you, you know? Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for asking again. Nice. All right. Okay. Oh, welcome, Shara. Yeah, thank you. I'm so glad you found me. I will be getting to you, but I'm going to start with Maru. Maru, are you still there? I know you've been waiting a while as well. And thank you for stopping by, Nat Nat, and for the reading. I am really excited for you. Okay, Maru. I hope I'm saying your name right. Um, what's Miko's next actions towards me? And will we spend NYE together? Ooh. Okay. I'm going to definitely answer the first question, but since I'm trying to keep it to one main question, although I haven't been very good at keeping up with that, so I will try. Okay. Thank you. All right. Next actions. Interesting. Okay. I feel like this person is waiting for you to make a move. They're waiting for a sign from you. I feel like they don't want to even take action because they're waiting. It feels like he's waiting for you to move forward, for you to make a sign. It's interesting. I feel like the ball's in your court. I feel like he has a lot of like positive feelings towards you. I think he sees you as someone who inspires him, someone who just genuinely is like a ray of sunshine. I feel like he really has a lot of beautiful feelings towards you. And I could see him wanting to, like, thinking about you a lot, basically. I feel like you're on his mind a lot. This person is, but it's more like he doesn't want to make the first move. Yeah. I see him thinking about you. I don't know why, but I could see him painting you or drawing you for some reason or writing about you. I don't know if he makes art, but there's like you're like the muse. You're like the person that inspires him, that makes him want to. I feel like he really wants to be with you, but for some reason, he feels like you need to make that move. It's interesting because I feel like you're both in the same boat. You have the same feelings. It's almost like you're supposed to be together, but he's just not doing it. It's interesting. Let me see if I can see more with the cards. Ooh. I feel like there's some hesitation. It's almost like he wants to act, but he's like not making that step. It's like he's in his head about it. I also just feel like I'm getting a lot of swagger. Like he has like very like strong energy that comes off of him, and I feel like he's the kind of person that he's not used to being in this position. It feels like he's used to being the one to take charge, but for some reason he feels so uncertain about you, like about whether he wants to act or not. So he's just kind of waiting on you. That's just the main energy. Yep, he's just being patient, just waiting. So yeah, overall I feel like it's hard to know exactly what actions are because I don't see any coming from him. I see you having to make that move. But I can guarantee you positive things will come from this if you do act. Because I'm seeing a lot of excitement towards you, a lot of I don't see it being like deep love, but I feel like there's a lot of like happiness when they think of you, you know? Welcome, welcome guys. Okay, so Meru, are you there? Just want to make sure. But thank you so much, Brian Oliver. I will get to you as soon as I'm done with Shara because I do it in order. So thank you. But yeah, as far as New Year's Eve, let me just see if I can see anything about that. I feel like this person is very it's like you I see you being able to spend time with him on New Year's Eve, but like I said, you're the one who has to coax him out of the situation. So, it's more like it's up to you whether you want that to happen or not. You have a lot of power in the situation. Okay, Mario, does that make sense? I wanna tell you, like, he's gonna do this, this, and this, but I don't see him acting. I see him, like, being in his head. Alright. I am going to yeah, but that's because I feel like he just doesn't have any hard feelings towards you. He thinks about you a lot. I don't know why he won't act. It's more like he's just in his head. He's, like, torn back and forth. He has thought of talking to you, but I just feel like he's gonna wait for you to act. Yeah, I mean, either way, he's still going to wait. I feel like there's some hesitation, but it's more like mental, less like, feelings wise. Yeah. I'll look into it briefly, but because I have to like move forward, I don't want to spend too much time on one thing. Okay. But I will look into it more. Okay. I'm just going to see what energies come up. I'm seeing like an old man. For some reason, I feel like he's somehow getting in the way of the relationship, like he doesn't approve or something. It feels like it's interesting. And I also feel like I'm getting 2 months, November and March, which is interesting. These are gonna be really important times. I feel like a major problem that you're facing is just this fear. It's almost like you guys are getting in your own way. I don't know even know how to explain it, but I feel like I'm seeing tickets being booked. Like for some reason, I see you wanting to travel with each other, travel to each other, or travel with each other. But I feel like there's a fear to do that. It almost feels like you're getting in your own head about moving forward. So a lot of your issues are mental. They're things that you've kind of created. I feel like there is this like being ready to take a turn to move forward. I see this person, I see you traveling with this person. I feel like this person is definitely going to be a part of your life. The question is are you going to make the first move? I feel like there's a lot of like new exciting adventures that await you with this person. And I feel like this is really the time for you to really embrace the new, step out of your comfort zone a little, try new things. This is just such an exciting period with this person. I feel like everything that you have been through is going to somehow make you stronger. So remember, it takes two to tango, but this is what I'm seeing. So I feel like you have so much power. There's this, I feel like you're going to go through things that are tough, but it will only seem to solidify what you have. I feel like this person um just has a lot of like fear of moving forward, but I feel like you can do it together. I'm really excited for you. I mean, this is pretty ideal, an ideal situation. I feel like there is some getting very carried away. I feel like, when people are in love with love, it's not really about the other person. You have to make sure that you both are staying grounded, because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of like getting swept up in your feelings and your emotions. And I don't know why, but I keep seeing like a cave. This is symbolic, probably, where I feel like he wants to retreat. Like he's not wanting to step out of his comfort zone. It's almost like he's in this mode where he wants to like protect his heart, protect himself. Um and you're going to have to be that, like, you know, that person that walks in and is like, "Hey, you know, let's have fun." So, I wanted to say man cave, but I was like, maybe I shouldn't say that. I think that, like, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. It just feels like he's like done his own thing. And now it's like, I don't see any feelings of resistance, or like, I feel like he's very positive about you. So, whatever he's been through with you, I just feel like it's almost like he's moved on, he's over it, and he's ready to be with you. But you're going to have to be the one to reach out. And that, if that doesn't work, that's on him. Like, I feel like you have what it takes to do this. He just has to be open to it, you know? So, I'm going to stop there, but thank you so much for sharing your experience, and like, I really wish you the best, and I really hope that your New Year's Eve goes well, and I hope you guys get to spend it together. You got this. I believe in you. Right. Next. Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Shara. Yes. Shara, welcome back. Okay. Carlos's feelings towards me after my message. Okay. I had to like remember what MSG for a sec. I blanked. I was like, what does that mean? But message, okay. I'm such a old millennial. All right. Okay. Let me see. Hmm. I feel like I'm getting a lot of like emotion. I'm seeing like tears. Interesting. Let me see what the other cards have to say. I like to read them all together. I feel like there's a lot of moments where he wanted to reach out to you, where he had things like that were happening and he really wanted to share them with you. He had blocked me and was going to leave it behind until some drama happened with this lady who has the joys for my dad, and I worried she would message him slandering me. Wow. Okay. Let me double read that. Hmm. Interesting. I'm getting like that he wishes he could share stuff with you, but I don't see much about the other lady. I feel like he's trying to put on a front. Is what I'm getting. There's this need to put on a front, this need to like protect himself, um, and to act a certain way in front of you and in front of other people. It's almost like he's trying to play a role. Interesting. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Okay. I really don't see this person having like real feelings for you. I feel like what he has is memories. It feels like this person has done a lot of work on themselves. I see a lot of self reflection. And I feel like whatever he is saying to you is a mask. Okay. I feel like he's wearing a mask, and I don't feel like his true feelings are coming through. I'm seeing him very hurt. I feel like there's tears, like it's almost like just like this pain coming through. Yeah. I feel like this person's very emotional. I just feel like, and that's odd because I'm getting that they have like an old soul, like someone who acts older, but for some reason he's very emotional. And I'm getting that it's almost like this cord is attached and it just needs to be cut because it feels like there's all these like feelings that you can't sort out. It feels very tangled, you know? Well, despite your history, to answer your question, I just don't feel like this person has love towards you, but I feel like they wanted to share a lot with you. They wanted to have love for you. They wanted to be there with you. They wanted to tell you things. And it feels like now they put a front, a mask. It feels like they can't be themselves. It feels like they're trying really hard to be like grown up, like mature, but at the same time, I see them crying over you. I see them feeling like their love story for you is over. I feel like I also feel like there's some like family thing, like if you knew each other, your families knew each other, I feel like that is just it falls apart. I see that being like bad. And I also feel like right now I see him feeling very vulnerable about this text. It like brought up a lot of stuff. I see him like feeling very like crying. I'm immediately getting crying, feeling like he doesn't want to pretend anymore, is what I'm getting. Yeah. I just don't see him being, like, into you that way, but I do feel like he's very emotionally connected to you, and that's confusing, right? I just feel like he's not being honest about who he is with you. It's like he's putting on a mask and trying to fit a certain role. He doesn't wanna be seen a certain way. Let's see. I don't think it's that he doesn't like you, it's he doesn't love you. He has, like, a past with you. I'm seeing memories. I just feel like he's thinking about the past. Yeah, I don't see it being love at all. I feel like it's more like appreciation, or, like, it's almost like things are kind of just broken, like, you can't fix it because pieces are just broken, and that leaves a lot of pain. There's some pain there. It's interesting. I wasn't when I, like, asked the cards this question, I wasn't expecting. Has the video changed? Do you guys see it? Let me know, guys, because it's pretty terrible. Um, well, okay. I don't see anyone else mentioning this, Yusra, so thank you for bringing it to my attention. If someone else brings it up, if multiple people bring it up, we'll do something about it. Hopefully, I'll get clear again. Okay, Shara. Is it blurry? Ah! Um, I might need to log out then and, like, start over. Huh. Okay, how about this? Shara, I'm going to finish your reading. And then is it better now? Okay. Good. That was close. Okay. Okay. Um, yeah. If it gets that way again, let me know. Okay. All right. Okay. So, yeah, it feels weird because it's like, why is he getting so worked up over something that wasn't that long ago? Like, I mean, it was long ago. Like, it feels like his feelings have kind of just like, yeah, it just feels like he's putting on this front. It's interesting. All right, let me try to give you some advice on how to move forward with this instead of us dwelling on this, because I feel like I've said as much as I can about, like, how he's feeling. Let's move forward. Um, Forgive. I feel like you just have to forgive each other and forgive him. There's a lot of, like, you guys are both clearly holding on to something, and I feel like you need to just let it go. And this needs to happen on your end as well. And I feel like you need to be able to forgive this person if you want to be able to, like, actually clear the air and move forward. I know, I think it's more like emotional ties. I have no idea. That's what's so weird to me too, is because I don't see him like loving you, but I do feel like there's memories. There's something there that he was holding on to. And I just feel like it's almost like a purge, you know? Thank you, Jody. But forgiveness is important. I feel like you guys need to move forward. This is just holding on to so much stuff. You know, this is so unnecessary. It just feels unnecessary. Maybe, but I think that you have to stop like worrying about how he feels. Honestly, I know that's hard, but stop worrying about everything when it comes to him and start focusing on how you can forgive him and forgive yourself and move forward because it feels like you have to kind of move on. There needs to be like that forgetting part too, you know, forgive and forget. Yeah. It's complicated. And honestly, like you can't fully understand the complexity of someone's emotions. Like this could be layered onto other stuff he's going through in his life, right? But at this point, you got to do something yourself, you know? And you have to understand that the things that he's showing on the outside is not how he's feeling on the inside. So if you do see him again, it's important for you to understand that that is not a reflection of how he actually feels. And it's like you got to just forgive because this is all too much. It just feels like a tangled mess. You know, it's like a mess. If he wasn't having any feelings, like any sort of emotions about the situation, he wouldn't have blocked you. You know, he clearly is jaded in some way, right? And I think that it may not be like romantic lovey-dovey feelings, but he's holding on to some shit, okay? And this could be a projection of his own stuff that he's got going on, but it feels messy. And you deserve that kind of you both deserve to like move forward. I think it's really important for you to just kind of like take that initiative and that forgiveness. I think that's a really important part of this. Yeah. Yeah, there's like a wound there, and you just have to move forward. And remember, don't take like his mask as his feelings. That's what the cards want you to know. Okay, I am going to move forward. But I really appreciate you sharing your situation. And I know it's tricky when you don't fully understand the other person's feelings, but you got this. I feel like you're going to be fine, you know? Thank you. All right. So we have Brian Oliver, right? Is that next? Yay. Okay. Welcome. So let's see. Who am I more likely to end up with in a relationship? Amanda or Samantha? Okay. Now think about, I just want to clarify because when you say who you're most likely to end up with in a relationship, that can mean different things, right? It can mean you can have feelings for someone but not be in a relationship with them, um or who you're actually likely to like actually be in a relationship with. So I'm going to go with whatever I see here. um so Gabby, also thank you for anyone who's tuning in. I'm just going to say this real quick. I am taking so I'm prioritizing people who donate. So if you would like to do that, I will read those in order. And if you aren't donating, that's fine. I will read whoever pops out at me. when I am done with a reading. So I read intuitively. If I see your question and I it calls to me, I will answer it, but I may skip some people, so just be aware of when I'm done with a reading and I will try to, you know, read your question. Okay. All right. So we have it was Amanda and Samantha, right? Let me check. Yes. All right. So I'm going to start by looking at um, Amanda and then we'll look at Samantha, okay? Because that way we can like compare and get a good read on them. So we'll start with Amanda. I love this. The riddle. I feel like this is kind of a puzzle. I wonder if it's maybe you're having a hard time figuring it out, figuring her out. Let me see. Okay. Thank you for the context. It was my fault, but I blamed you. And I wanted to share these exact words with you because I feel like they're coming through very accurately for me. I feel like there's this energy of mixed messages coming through. Let me see what we have here. I feel like with Amanda, I feel like this is not a healthy situation. I see a lot of still emotions over this. It may have been a while ago, but it feels like she's held on to a lot of things. It feels like there's a kind of while a lot of it may have died down on the surface, I feel like there's still some holding on to things. It feels genuinely like emotional instability. And I just don't feel like she's in a place to even make sense when it comes to love or relationships. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. I feel like if you want to be with Amanda, obviously we all have free will. If you want to be with her, you'd have to be very, very patient and you'd have to be very grounded, very leveled. It feels like she has some trauma she's healing from. There's something that it's almost like she's carrying a storm cloud with her. It feels like she's trying to get out of a storm. That's the energy I'm getting from her. And it's also like she'll say one thing, but you won't actually know you if that's what she really means. And that can be very frustrating in a relationship. So that's the energy I'm getting if you decide to pursue things with her. I feel like I don't know why, but I'm getting a lot of like martyr, like self martyrship, like the victim. Interesting. I could see if you're in a relationship with her, I also feel like you'd be kind of cleaning things up. I feel like you'd have to be the one who kind of keeps everything together. Um, But yeah, it doesn't mean that like she's a bad person or she wouldn't be like a nice, person to be with, but I do feel like she has her own ups and downs that you would have to be very patient with her for. I want to clarify that because it just feels like the journey would be rocky, you know? Before I move on to Samantha, do you have anything you would like to ask about, like small, like about Amanda, or I want to make sure that this makes sense to you before I move on. Um, Amanda doesn't make the smartest choices. When when I was like, I just pulled this card, right? The patron reversed. When this card is reversed, it often indicates somebody who they are acting like they're there to help you or be there for you or support you, but they have ulterior motives. They don't necessarily like their intentions aren't pure. And I feel like financially, this Amanda might not be the most stable person or reliable person or trustworthy person. I'm seeing some manipulation. I just feel like she has a lot of growth to do, you know? And yeah, that's just the energy I'm getting. Gabby, the questions, I it's whatever you want to donate. Um, I'm I'm open to them. Um, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move forward and see, and then we can like look to see if we get any more messages. And I mean, I can't tell you what to do. Like that's not my place, but hopefully you'll be able to decide for yourself. Wow. Um, does Samantha have a baby? Is she a mom? Because I'm seeing with the womb here, this appears when pregnancy is involved. Um, so I could see you having potentially a child with Samantha. Let's see what else we see before we jump to any conclusions. Wow. I actually see this being very powerful. I see a future with Samantha. But I do see this card. Finding out the truth crushed me. And I feel like revelations coming up. Well, I definitely feel like there is some kind of pregnancy involved. So this is someone you might, you know, have children with, or this person has children. And I feel like as far as the future goes, I'm seeing a lot of exciting ideas for the future. I feel like there's a lot of potential, a lot of different opportunities. I feel like um, it's almost like the possibilities are endless. has a lot of ideas, especially when it comes to love. But that card, finding out the truth crushed me, is interesting. Let's see what that's about. I see a spark, a strong spark with Samantha. The Six of Wands reversed. I see her kind of like the power dynamic is interesting because I feel like it may feel like you're not necessarily getting the appreciation you want, but that's something you can communicate and work on. You know, I feel like this person has a lot of attraction and intention towards you. Okay. Thank you, Gabby. I will check into that in a second. And when I'm done with reading Brian Oliver, I will get to you. Thank you. Okay. Interesting. Oh, the Three of Pentacles. Okay. I see you both collaborating together. I could see you working together actually. Like somehow doing a project together. It feels like it starts off platonic, but it turns into more. Yeah, I could definitely see this being a very positive relationship, lots of passion. I feel like there's a spark there that if you're able to explore it and ignite it, it could turn into something much bigger. I do feel like there's some unfinished business with this truth that she realized. I feel like there's some tension there, but I don't see it being. I feel like you both have strong energies and you need to get out of, like, let each other take the spotlight. There's this need to like take the spotlight, and you have big personalities, but at the same time, if you're able to share that, you should be fine. So yeah, I mean, it's clear to me that Samantha is probably going to be much more of a nurturing, exciting relationship for you than Amanda. I don't feel like she's in a good space for that. But yeah. Okay. Does that make sense? Well, your question was if, who would be better to be in a relationship with? And I'm telling you, like, I could see a really strong future for you and Samantha, but clearly it's, up to you to make that choice. But yeah, good luck. That's exciting. All right. Let me just drink some tea. I don't think I'll be able to do too much more, guys, because I have vocal cord problems, so I don't want to hurt my voice. Um Awesome. Okay. So, Gabby, what is your question? Welcome anyone who's joining. I am prioritizing people who donate. If you would like to do that, you are welcome to. I also do personal readings on my website, zoethepsychic.com. And If you are not donating, that's okay, but I am going to be like picking questions as they come. I'm not going to scream, but thanks for that advice. um yeah. So whenever I'm done with Gabby so far, I will just uh pick the next question. I'll probably do 3 questions. I'll try to stick to that. Um so we shall see. Okay, after Gabby. Okay. Mm, okay. Do you see I then Aries and I'm not working out? That's a half glass empty way of looking at it. Most people ask, "Do you see us working out?" But I will see what I see. Let me see. Ooh, I do not see you working out. I actually feel like you're going to want to. I'm seeing a lot of anger coming up. We have the vengeance card. I feel like Ivan may not be the best, intentioned or the most stable person. But let's see what the other cards say because I don't want to, you know, jump to conclusions. Yeah. I don't know, man. This is intense. I lost myself for a while. I feel like this person like doesn't know like who they are or what they really want and so they're projecting. I'm just seeing anger. I feel like they're projecting and I feel like whatever it is, I feel like it's directed towards you. Okay. I personally don't see you working out. I feel like this is not a good sign because I feel like there's something missing in your dynamic with Ivan. Um, and I do feel like there's also a power imbalance. It's almost like they're trying to create rules. I don't know if they're controlling, but I feel like there's like this control freak energy um, where they want to like make the rules or have a say. I'm also seeing like more traditional vibes coming out. I feel like Ivan is looking for somebody to be very like a traditional like partner, more conservative for some reason. I just feel like this energy where they're the alpha. I don't know, but it feels almost like you are not fully being given what you need. Yeah. I'm just seeing anger, resentment. It feels like they put a lot into you for some it feels like it's almost like when someone's like, "You put so much into this. I lost so much time." It feels like accusatory. Like, "I lost so much time. I lost so much I put so much energy. What a waste." That kind of feeling. Yeah, I don't blame you. This is weird. It feels unhealthy. It feels like there's some anger, some resentment, like this person is not there for you. They're holding on to some kind of grudge. And I also don't feel like I feel like they're also leading you on a little bit. I wouldn't like they'll make promises that they'll never uphold. Like they'll say, "Oh, I want to marry you," and then they don't actually marry you ever. It's that kind of thing. Yeah, it's not trustworthy. They might appear to have their shit together, to be a leader, to be all like, I don't know, manly or whatever, but it feels very yeah, it just doesn't feel like they're there for you, that they're actually going to follow through. And I don't feel like they're going to give you the love and just nurturing that you need, you know? Let me see if I have any advice from the cards for you. Escapist. Come home to yourself. I love that. I think that is perfect for you because I feel like the last thing you need is to put all your all into someone who's like holding on to this kind of anger. It's so unhealthy. It feels so toxic. I don't know. It just feels like this person is like blaming you. I feel like this person hates women or something. It's driving me crazy. I don't know. Unresolved issues. Like I just feel like this person is messing with you and you need to get out of it. It's because it's like he's so unhappy with himself that he's blaming you for that. I just feel like he's not used to not being in control of his own feelings. And I feel like you brought some stuff out. Hi, Cottonfly. You brought some stuff out, Gabby, of his feelings. And it just feels like they're uncomfortable for him. I don't know. I'm getting some like toxic masculinity. You know what I mean? It feels like he's not like able to express them well. And now that he's feeling things, he's like, "Oh, how do I deal with this? This is too much. It's pushing you away, saying one thing. You're I think you need to trust your instincts here, you know? Okay. Um, does that make sense? If I were you, I would not. I feel like he doesn't know what he wants, but you are your own person. You decide based on the information I gave you. And yeah. I think he was taken aback by you because I feel like he's not used to the person also kind of matching his energy. I feel like he was looking for someone more submissive. And the minute you were like acting different, I feel like he was taken aback. There's this energy of like, he's like the alpha, like he knows what's best. But I just don't know. I don't know. It just feels very like unhealthy. So I just feel like there's also a lot you're not seeing in the background. And I feel like he also lacks a lot of self awareness, which is not ideal in a partner. Like he's not self aware enough to realize certain things. I feel like he doesn't understand his own emotional nature enough that I could see like him getting angry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm trying. Yeah. So, I think what you're doing is good. I think you just need to like realize that you deserve better, honestly. What he's doing is not going to end. Like it's going to continue. It's a pattern. This is if you allow it in the first time, it will just make it seem like you're okay with it. You're okay with him doing that to you. With him pulling back or pulling in, whatever. That's not okay, you know? You deserve so much better than that, and I just feel like do it before you get too caught up in that. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see. Sugar Takuki. Will I receive a record deal that is in my favor in 2025? Ooh, let's see. Quick reminder for all of those people who want to ask things about the future. The future's not set in stone, but what I will be reading is the path that you're on now, the way things are going, the way things are flowing. And if you don't like it, you have every bit of free will to change your destiny and move forward. Yes, equal give and take, Gabby. All right. Suga Tekuki. All right. Record deal, record deal. Remember, I'm only doing 3 more. And I will pick based on what I see when I'm done with the reading. Okay. Thank you for the context. When the priest comes up, it's all about having faith and perseverance. It's like the I if you believe, you can do anything. I feel like this is going to be an exciting time for you because it's going to really test you, okay? I feel like you're going to be tested, you're going to be asked a lot, but I just feel like you're going to be able. Now the jackalope reversed means that there are people that are going to try to trick you this year. I feel like there are people that will try to be scam artists, frauds, and I see them coming at you. I feel like they can tell that you have something awesome to offer. They can see your potential, but if you're only putting yourself in front of these people, that's going to be an issue for you. This is a really important year for you. Hmm. All right. So here's what I see. Okay. I don't see this being you getting like the record deal of your dreams. Okay. I feel like if you want to accept a record deal this year, it won't be one that is super, like, that is super amazing or perfect. It's going to have to be one you settle for. Now, That doesn't mean I'm telling you to quit music, okay? I feel like this journey is going to reach a really tough spot. And I just feel like you are going to have to decide whether you're going to rise above it or not. I feel like part of this is finding your authentic voice, but you might have to let go of some of your fantasies about this path. The moment you can be real with yourself about it, that's when it's going to flourish and be better. I feel like you're running off of faith right now. You're running off of belief. And when the Nine of Cups reverse, if it were right side up, it would be wishes, dreams come true, right? But reverse, it's telling me that I don't see your fantasies coming true here. Okay. And so I'm just going to be real with you. I feel like your path, there's so much ahead for you, but I just don't feel like you're on the right path. It's not like going in the direction you think it is. That has more to do with your blind faith. I feel like you can't rely on blind faith in this situation. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Happy New Year. That's so exciting. And thank you so much for donating. Thank you. I will definitely look into you. Thank you so much for that. And just because you might not get like the record deal of your dreams this year doesn't mean that your path isn't going to be successful or that you're not going to be an amazing artist. I want to make that clear, but I'm just trying to answer your questions with honesty and clarity. And of course, try to explain to you why. And I feel like the reason for this is because I feel like there are people who aren't taking you seriously, people who are not like giving you respect. It feels almost like they see you as not a serious artist for some reason. And I think those are the people you need to be wary of. So I just feel like if you're capable of it's really hard sometimes to spot people who are con artists or who are not, you know, being honest, but be careful about entering into any deals with people you don't really trust or who don't really fully believe in you because I feel like that's what the cards really want you to know. They're not trying to crush your dreams. They're saying like there's so much more out there for you, but you have to like be careful not to trust these people. Okay. Um, yeah. I mean, I just feel like when you get those people out of the way, you know, when the death card comes up, it's about letting go of people, letting go of things that don't serve us. I feel like you have a lot of noise going on right now in your life. A lot of like people who are maybe not uplifting you or celebrating you the way you deserve, people who may not be taking you seriously. And when you can let those go, I feel like your path is a given. Okay. And I do think your name is really beautiful. I agree with Yusra Kamia. I love that. Everyone, you should check out Kamia when she becomes famous. Remember, this is the moment that she told us who she is, and we've all witnessed this. So it's exciting. Um, Also, the High Priestess, let me just say, this is a really powerful card of trusting your intuition and really owning it. Like you are someone with so much potential, so much awesomeness, but don't put your faith blindly in people who you don't fully trust, okay? Because there are people who are here to trick you. Oh, it's Mia or Maya? Oh, Kamaya. Okay. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Kamaya. Okay. Do you have like an Instagram or like where can we find you? I feel like you need to like plug yourself here. Promote your music. Um, I feel like there are a lot of people who they see something really good and beautiful and they just want to like take advantage of it. So with the high priestess energy, you just have to really, really, really trust yourself, you know, trust your intuition, trust your gut feeling, and let go of all those people that don't serve you and don't get you. Okay. Thank you so much, Kamaya. So excited. I keep wanting to say that the name you put in on your username, and then yeah, it's such a pretty name though. I love that. Um, I don't know if Kathleen is still here, but I just want to say again, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. I'm really excited. Okay. All right, Yusra. I really appreciate you being so supportive. Do you see someone interested in me in love? Okay, so I will do one or two more readings after this. And then I'm going to stop because I don't want to lose my voice. Um okay. Do you see someone interested in me in love? Interesting. I'm getting a lot of like energy. I feel like somebody wants to marry you. I'm seeing a strong commitment. But this is someone that I feel like didn't fully um maybe they were I'm getting like they were your friend or they were someone you had a fallout with. Like there was definitely somebody that you felt like you're no longer in touch with or you had some kind of fallout with, but it's like there's this desire to commit to you, desire to marry you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do see that happening for you. Um so there's some major changes coming for you for sure. I feel like I know this is random, but I do see like a glow up coming for you. I feel like you've changed so much and I feel like you're going to there's some kind of like physical glow up coming for you. Interesting. I know that's not the what you asked, but cards are telling me that like somebody is recognizing your worth, and I feel like they're very attracted to you. I'm seeing them coming through for you, just wanting to treat you well, like wanting to spoil you. I know that's weird, but they want to spoil you. I actually feel like this person has a lot of passion, and they may like you more than you like them at first. It feels like an overflowing amount of love. I also feel like this is somebody that you're going to, I'm seeing friendship again. I feel like this person is someone that you socialize with or you did socialize with. Um, hmm. I definitely see this being like in the future for sure. So I'm seeing a lot of tension. I feel like there's friendship involved. So there's friends. I feel like there's also a gathering, like an event. I see you meeting this person like at a party or a get together. There's a lot of people around you. I feel like you could meet them through a friend as well. Yeah, this is giving me soulmate energy. This person really wants to spoil you. They want to buy you really nice things. Ooh, interesting. I'm seeing some jealousy from someone else, though, threatening to get in the way. Yeah. So I would say like this. I see like maybe someone who you used to know as a friend actually feeling hurt by your relationship. I know this is all like in the, yeah, a third party. I feel like there's also some self deception going on. Like you might have to come to terms with the fact that this person isn't perfect, like they had a past. Um, it's so easy to get caught up in the glam and the love and the, you know, the feelings and the excitement, but try to stay grounded. Yeah, this is so exciting. There's so much here. Let me see if I can see what kind of signs are coming through. Okay, so we do have Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, and Cancer. This person is a family person. They have a desire for family. They really value family and intimacy. Yeah. Also, let me see if I can get like a letter. Interesting. I'm getting um I know this is weird, but I'm getting like Z. But it could also be W or E. Yeah. And I'm definitely getting an I. So this could be parts of name. Um, but these I don't usually get that many letters at once, but it's coming through. I love how I'm just like randomly pulling cards to like connect with this situation and I just get the lovers. I don't know his ethnicity. That's not something I usually look into, but it's not giving me, if it does come up, I say it, but it hasn't come up yet. So Okay. Well, this is exciting. I hope you'll tune back in and let me know if you've met this person. I want to know. Keep me updated. All right. Mm, I want to find ones for 2025. So, Yvette, are you still here? What changes may happen with my model? Oh wait, did Shara? Shara said something. Okay, Shara, thank you again for contributing. Um, in my old hometown where Carlos still lives, what other people saying about us, and why does he feel the need to take care of what they think over my feelings? Okay. So let's start with what are people saying. I think it would be good to break it down. Yeah, I don't blame you. Ooh, I feel like there's some people are people are acting kind of fake. It feels like they're putting on a mask. I love how you're saying that because I just got the same card that I got last time about putting on a mask. I feel like this person, um, there's a lot of people that I'm seeing like they just don't see you going anywhere. You know, I feel like they don't see you going anywhere. They don't see it's like a dead end. I feel like they just don't really believe in a future, you know? And for some reason they feel like they have an opinion about that, but yeah. It just feels like he is people are saying a lot about your relationship behind your back and like they're acting fake. I feel like when it comes to them as well, they're putting on a mask. They are not like if you ask them about it, they would probably deny it. But I see them not believing in a future. They see you as like a stop along the way is what I'm getting. Like they don't see you as full as the future. And I'm also getting that it's not because it's not serious or not important, but it's almost like that they don't feel like you both have the destiny or the grit, like the no, not destiny, discipline or grit to keep working and keep going. It's interesting. I feel like for some reason your relationship set off a chain reaction. There's like a chain of events that just happen because of your relationship. And with Tengu, Tengu's the, you know, the card of mastery, of needing to master things, of being disciplined, of, you know, sticking to it, even if it's hard. And I feel like they just don't see you as that. I do feel like there are people that are your friends that are speaking about you. Yeah. But let me see what the cards have to say about this because I'm seeing a woman for sure. Now, this woman is someone who's kind of cold. I feel like they have, I see them being very bitchy. I also feel like they're the kind of person, I don't know why, but I don't know if they're a bodybuilder, but they work out. They're very athletic. I feel like this person is running their mouth about you. And I'm also getting it's interesting because I'm getting someone younger than you. This is another, it's a girl. And I feel like you don't even know her that well. Let me see if I can get any okay. This could definitely be a Virgo, a Aquarius, a Capricorn, or an Aries. That's the energy I'm getting. It can mean sun, moon, or rising sign, but those are the signs I'm getting. It's interesting. I just feel like they don't see you as disciplined or as serious enough. It's more like they don't see you going the distance. They don't see you lasting. It feels like it's like a pit stop. That's just what I'm getting. This pit stop. And I also feel like I'm seeing like a chain. That's why I said chain reaction. I'm seeing J is the as the name, like the letter J, um, or G, J or G. Interesting. Those are like the letters that the names could begin with. Or initials. Okay, now we're gonna look at his motives and like why he feels the need to like worry about what people are saying, right? I feel like he kind of has a reputation. There's a sense of like wanting to maintain this like facade. But what's weird is that he doesn't want people to take him too serious, to take your relationship too seriously. Okay. I'm just going to try to tune into this. Okay. I feel that this has a lot to do with like education. For some reason, I feel like there are people at school who he's worried about seeing stuff. Like he's worried about them knowing things about your relationship. It's almost like he was trying to show off or trying to like, yeah. I love how you said that because I got the satyr reverse, which is like the party animal who like, likes to have fun. Anyway, I feel like the 6 of swords is also telling me like he just doesn't want people to know. Like he doesn't want people to know, especially around education, around school, around his peers. It feels like he's trying to impress them because the main card that I'm getting is the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles has to do with being established, having a reputation, having like a legacy. It's when you've made it. That's when you get this card, and I feel like he wants to kind of have this air of like having it together, keeping things together. I think he really cares what people think. He cares what the people below him think. Um, it's like when you go to a class reunion, a high school reunion, and you want to look good in front of all of the other classmates that you had, and you want to show off. I feel like this has a lot to do with that. Um, and he's in a transition period as well. I think when you're in a transition period, you really just don't want to mess up, you know? Okay. I I have to do one more because I am losing my voice. Um, so I hope that's okay, Shara. I think you really just like I'll just pull one more um card for you just to like, you know, see if there's any advice. Wings. You never needed those wings to fly. I feel like with this card, it's just really reiterating the fact that you don't need this person. You never needed him. You never needed to care about your reputation. You know, it feels like you are above it, you're beyond it. Yeah, but you don't need him. You really don't. I feel like there's this idea a lot of the time in society where we're told we have to be with someone to be happy, or we have to get married in order to be fulfilled, or we have to have children to be fulfilled. I feel like what you're experiencing right now is like you finally like releasing those kinds of stories because you will find your person, but you can't do it if you're like relying on things to help you, if you're relying on other people. So this is like honestly, I feel like this reading is kind of liberating for you because it's like you're releasing a lot. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Shara. All right, one more. I'm done. I'm done after this, though. Unless someone donates, I am done because I my voice will die. Um, will Sean confess his true feelings to me in early 2025? And I'm sorry, guys, if I've skipped over people. I just have to like do this, and I will. You can always find me again, um, and tune back in. You can also book a reading with me if you'd like on my website. Okay. Well, Sean. All right. Benita. Interesting. Do you have is your family, like, very overbearing? Because I feel like there's this energy I'm getting that's making it hard for him to get through to you. Yeah, it feels intense. It feels like there is a it's almost like your parents or people other people who are supposed to, like, support you are getting in the way of this. Okay, well, that makes complete sense because I gotta tell you, like, this was weird, but it is just so interesting because I feel like you both are seeing things from very different points of views, but your family is somehow getting in the way of things progressing. I do see love here though. I feel like if you can get through that, if you can somehow like get over the overbearing family part, there is so much here. I feel like but there's a lot you don't know. And it's almost like this family situation is like clouding it. Yeah. I love how you said that because we got the lovers, which basically represents love, but we also have the moon, which represents secrets. So there's like a secret love, you know? You might feel like you also have to keep your secret, your love secret, you know? Ooh, interesting. I feel like there's another woman who has a crush or who has feelings for this person and they're not very nice. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like you might have to do things secretly. You might have to pursue this without your family, but I do feel like there's something there. Um, I would be wary of this other person because I feel like they're not really mature. I don't see them being mature. I see them being kind of petty. I feel like this person is on your side. There is some kind of allyship between you and them. Like it's almost like you guys are like a team. I feel like there's a team. It's kind of like you're on a team together. Yeah. So I could see a secret like tryst or an interesting private dynamic that you might have to keep private for a while. Um, but I do think you need to also focus on how you're going to get through this family situation because it will add layers to it. I feel like there is a spark that is going to be ignited between the two of you if you're able to come together. Let me see if I can know a little more about that person. Whoa, this card just popped out at me. I'm seeing like an unforgettable first date or first moment with this person that will leave them wanting more and more. So that's exciting. Okay, so about that person, let's see. And I feel like this person's dramatic. Um, I get that they're kind of like camouflaging in the situation. Like they're not fully showing themselves yet. It's almost like they're pretending to be something they're not. So the cards aren't revealing to me how they're going to express themselves. I can look into that in a whole other reading, but yeah, that's the energy that I'm getting here. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I think you need to trust your intuition. I feel like you're the only one who can really step forward here, um, and kind of take charge of the situation as well. But yeah, it's going to require courage. You might have to make some changes in your life in order for this to work. That's just the way it is. Okay, guys, I am done. I really enjoyed this. It was fun, but I have like really terrible voice problems, so they do not. My voice is really unreliable. So I have to go, but I really appreciated you guys stopping by. And to those of you who didn't get readings, I apologize. I will definitely try to get to you next time. Um, but yeah, I just really enjoyed this, and make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. I will be making more videos soon. And thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to book a reading with me if you want to on my website. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Bye. It's already dark outside.